Hey, what's going on, guys? We're Ghoster, and today I hope you're somehow surviving this incredibly hot heat we're witnessing on the East Coast. For me, at least, it was 100 degrees in here. It was so hot that I had to get out of my room. I didn't even want to stream. I was going to pass out. Anyway, let's talk about Destiny, or the lack of Destiny, as we get into. Okay, so today was the live stream. If you guys missed it, I streamed it, twitch.tv/itsghostworld, but also YouTube. I also stream on YouTube most of the time here as well. But they went over. We had another Edge of Fate live stream. You're gonna be asking, Ghost, what did they show us? So I'm going to show you my notepad. Yes, that is it. To put it in the process, every other time there's like usually a stream, I usually have like 4, 5, 6 pages of notes. There's literally nothing on this here. I'm gonna give you the gist of it, and then I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on everything. So the first thing is like, hey, a couple people went to Kepler. The people of the Keplers, the people that live on Kepler are called Ionians, and I forgot what the name of the fallen house is. But the first thing I want to talk about is right here on screen. They talked about a bunch of upgrades for all of the Kepler specific abilities that are coming. So we're gonna pause and read all of these as we can. Okay, so first, Matter Spark 2. I don't think they hover over one long enough. Build a charge by collecting blast cores and stunning combatants. Plus L1, R1 within full charge to create a blast of energy, disabling shield subjects. Disabling shields on some combatants and objects. Matter Spark timer extended. Matter Spark 3. That one allows you to summon your Matter Spark like a sparrow, which they talk about, which looks really cool. Another one here, if we could let me slow it down. What did I like 0.25 feet? 3 is so you can summon it. We can read it as access Matter Spark shortcuts across Kepler. And Matter Spark timer removed. Increased resistance to damage and when Matter Spark is active. And then 4, deal increased Matter Spark damage, both left trigger and L1 plus R1 blast apply a jolt to combatants. Health regenerated begins immediately upon activating Matter Spark. Auto reloads all weapons shortly after entering Matter Spark. So Rosetta is, I'm assuming Rosetta is, because I have it here like, oh, this is a new ability that they didn't talk about. Upon reading it, it kind of just seems like there's going to be things around the map that we need Rosetta to decode. Decipher Ionian characters allowing interfacing with Ionian devices and ciphers. Understand basic words and concepts in Ionian, allowing them for greater range of linguistic interfacing with Ionian devices and ciphers. Kind of like Rosetta Stone. Rosetta 2, understand most words and sentence structures in Ionian, allowing for greater range of linguistic interfaces with Ionian devices and ciphers. So something to like put, something you're gonna need for the story to understand and understand stuff around the map. And we got the relocator. Use relocator launchers to reach previously restricted areas. Right trigger. After picking up a relocator launch, aim at an exit pad and fire to activate nearby relocator pad. Once you activate it, walk into the portal on the relocator pad to teleport to the exit pad. The relocator launcher deals void damage and applies weakening to targets. And then the second upgrade, shoot rotatable relays to change their alignment, altering the path of relocator launcher shots. Relocator teleportation applies void overshield. Hitting combatants with the relocator launcher also affects their gravity. Relocator launcher final blows will spawn void seekers. And the last one is Mattermorph. Mattermorph is like the little strand grenade. Let me go back because I missed it. I forgot that pause. Okay, so Mattermorph. Control morphable objects to create new pathways. Hitting a morphable object with a Mattermorph triggers Woven Mail. Mattermorph melee attacks deal strand damage and applies Suspend and Unravel. So that's pretty much all the upgrades we have thus far. There's a little resource tab here as well, so that's cool. See what that's going to be. Now, chat, we're at 31 minutes now, okay? We're going to skip all the way to... Hold on. 53 minutes in. You're like, Ghost, they didn't show anything new for 20 minutes? No. For the next 20 minutes, they showed off exotics, stats, weapon tiers, and armor tiers. Stuff we already know. The next thing they show off, don't get me wrong, it's incredibly cool, is we're getting an exotic heavy crossbow. So I'll let this play. She describes it very well, so let her talk about this.
Been very excited about a new weapon archetype that is coming with the Edge of Fate.
I sure am. For centuries, humanity has wondered, like, what would a legendary bow look like in the heavy slot? And today I have your answer. For Edge of Fate, we are building a crossbow. It plays like a new archetype, but it is technically a bow for the purposes of, like, it's gonna fill all your bounties, that kind of stuff. Now, So when we went to go make this, we knew it was a very cool fantasy, right? We want the feeling of like really drawing it back and it hitting a single target and doing a ton of damage. But we do have linear fusion rifles, right? And that's always the question, is like, what does this do that's different? What's the fun gameplay here? And we settled on, well, you know, when you shoot that big heavy bolt and it hits your target, you can just go pick it back up. So this thing theoretically is a heavy weapon with unlimited ammo. You can use the same bolt for an entire Nightfall if you want. I would love to see someone do that. Go clear a dungeon without ever using anything else or whatever, you know?
Okay, so that's pretty much it. She then goes over some bolt perks. Instead of magazine, we're gonna have bolt perks. She mentions explosive tip bolts and serrated bolts. We pretty much know what explosive tip bolts are. But serrated bolts are, you can shoot them, and you can then go up to the person that you shot it and pull it out and does damage upon pulling it out. So that can be a good amount of damage. Could be a good combo. Maybe you could throw in a 1-2 punch. Maybe it'll doing Bungie spaghetti code. You might be able to shoot a crossbow bolt, shoot them with a shotgun, and then pull it out, and it might activate 1-2 punch. That could go crazy. They did not mention if this will work with Oath Keepers. I did see some people asking if that would work. Could be cool. I don't think it will because it doesn't draw. Because it's not a regular bow. I mean, unless you like count the reload, that might work. Another thing that I see a bit of hunters getting upset about, keep in mind, that's the rest of the stream is nothing but stuff we've already heard already. In fact, it's so bad they even go into Spire of the Watcher. But another cool things that I noticed, they got a couple new Banes that I saw. Screeber, the freaking mini Screebs are back, which is really cool. I'm happy about that. And we got some ogres here, if I can find them, with freaking shields in front of them. And these are one of these moments to where I'm glad we can't get hit. Here you go. He just grabbed the arrow back, by the way, the bolt back. I'm glad we can't get Banes and champions, because I can't imagine a freaking unstopped ogre charging at you with an overshield. Good look. Look at the mini screen, by the way. Look at him. Look at him. We haven't seen these little guys since Forsaken. Well, that's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all they mentioned for the rest of the stream. The one thing that I did see some hunters talking about is the new Gambler's Dodge. If you guys know, Gambler's Dodge is the dodge or hunter that allows you to dodge your enemy and get your melee back. It has changed, and in a way that I feel kind of sucks for hunters, because before they already had to build into freaking class, they already had to build in a mobility, a bad stat to get their dodge back. Now they got to build into class and melee to get their melee back for dodge, because the way it works is, the way melee regeneration works in the game in general now is any type of ability that would give you your melee back, it now scales off your melee stat. So if you're a hunter with 70 melee and you dodge, you'll get the melee back, but you don't have to be dodging your enemy. You can just dodge anywhere now. There's the ogre with a shield, by the way. You can dodge anywhere now to get your melee back. And if you have above 70, anything above 70, you'll get more charge than you would normally, because 70 is the base 100 now in the game. But now you're going to have to build into class to get your dodge back and melee to get your melee back, which kind of sucks. I do see why people are upset. Granted, like I said, you don't have to dodge into nobody anymore, but I just wish they just left it alone. But anyway, that's kind of it. That's the entire stream. That's legitimately the entire stream. There's nothing else. Oh, no. One more. I got one more thing on my list. 2 new things. The ammo meter. They announced the ammo meter where kills and assists fill up the meters, and the next kill after the meter is full will give you a brick, along with mods that increase this amount of energy you get. And the last thing that they did confirm is, I am very, very upset about this. They're talking about the artifact mod, the artifact list. And they mentioned that, if you guys have not seen the artifact at all, they mentioned that there's going to be a new set of perks that we get, like we've been getting with the last couple of episodes. Like, I'm really excited about that. It's only 1 row. We're getting 1 row of artifact perks. And I'm like, you're making us wait 100 and something days for 1 row of artifact perks? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, bro, y'all could at least gave us freaking 2. 1 over 100 days is crazy, bro. But hey, man, something we could do. We can't really do much no more. Now that's physically all of it. Now, thoughts. Obviously, because of this information, the Destiny community has been a bit in an uproar, and I was very much also in an uproar, because it makes no sense that they made us excited for the stream only for them to show us stuff that we've already known for the past month. There was the only thing that was completely brand new was the crossbow. And apparently I think they lowered the damage bonus you get from using tier 5 weapons from 15 to 10 now. So that's cool, I guess. Everything else we pretty much knew. There was almost no new content, to the point to where we literally watched an hour live stream just for them to announce crossbows. That's it. Which sucks. I'm interested to see what kind of perks, because whenever Bungie announces like a completely new weapon archetype, there's always perks that comes with it. I'm interested to see what kind of perks they got for those. It would be really cool if they have like a string one to where you go like shoot it and then it's like a string attached to it and you go like retract it back to you. That would be really cool. But that's really it, and that sucks. It makes no sense that we waited. You would hype this up, and then the thing is, this is gonna be next gen. It's gonna be another thing next week, and I'm no longer excited. This was legitimately a nothing burger, a complete waste of time. And I'm like this, like someone was talking about it, and I said it while I was streaming. This could have been an email. This could have been an email. This could have been a TWAB. This could have been something. And the issue that I'm facing right now is I feel like they're kind of out of the area to where they can market Edge of Fate without spoiling anything, kind of, which is very, very concerning already. And the fact that they're only the stuff that they're advertising so far, I think the only thing that is paid, I'm assuming, is the exotics. They have shown nothing that's not free yet, because all the stuff they're advertising, the armor system, the tier system, the artifacts, the armor system, the tier system, the artifacts, the weapon armor system, the gear set bonus. I'm sure we'll get gear set bonuses. All that stuff will be free. This is cool and all, but you're trying to advertise the stuff that's free. What are we paying for here? So I understand we're paying for it. This is a tough situation. I just wish they did not. At this point, I'd rather they just didn't say anything. I'd rather they just not show us, because you're getting everyone excited thinking we're gonna get new stuff, and then showing us the same stuff we saw last week. They literally, I said this when they happened at TWAB. They had the Destiny streamers come out. They explained everything that happened. We saw it. We got all excited. And the TWAB came out. We finally got some information about the TWAB. They showed us the exact same stuff from the TWAB. And then this stream happens. And then they read the exact same thing they showed in the TWAB and that the streamer showed us. And then the next week, they're going to do it again. They did say we're supposed to be getting some type of sandbox like article on a Wednesday, so I'll make sure I get that out as soon as possible when that comes out. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointing, and like I'm gonna figure out a way, because at this rate, this stream was just a stream on the edge of nothing, a nothing burger. And it boggles my mind that they did this. They sat here for an hour and reiterated on stuff that we already knew. Why even waste your time? Why? They could have announced the crossbow and a freaking TWAB with some gameplay. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this comments below. It's getting real hard. Yeah, I'm getting the expansion. It's just like, bro, why are you wasting your time making this stream? I honestly am completely tired of this layout of streams that they do. I really do hope they just go back to Vidocs, because these live stream things is not working for them. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to ending this recording, because I am currently burning alive right now. I'm sure you guys can see me wiping the sweat off my face and body. Because it's currently probably almost 90 to 100 degrees in my room. So yeah, I'm ending the stream. I'm ending this video. I'm sorry. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. And peace. Stay cool. All right.